PM is here in Tokyo today. It's been a big diplomatic whirlwind for him this week. He had Zelensky at Chequers on Monday, then he went to the Council of Europe in Reykjavik to talk to EU leaders, mainly about migration from his perspective, and now here in Tokyo he's having bilateral meetings with the Japanese today to talk about deepening defence and economic ties between our two nations. The big announcement is £18 billion of additional investment from Japan into the UK, which the Prime Minister will no doubt laud as an important moment in our post-Brexit trading arrangements. The Prime Minister's also visiting a naval base in Japan. Why is he doing it? Well, there's a big defence accord being announced between the two countries, the Hiroshima Accord, and this is all about deepening defence ties between the UK and Japan. Why? Because there is growing concern about the threat of China and rising China aggression in this region, the Indo-Pacific region. So there's a deal there between the Brits and the Japanese. There's three big elements, I think, of this G7 summit in Hiroshima. The first will be about economic cooperation. There might be discussion about the US and the risk of debt default. That's a massive issue for the global economy. Number two on the agenda clearly is Ukraine. The G7 is so aligned, but what about other countries in the southern hemisphere that are more aligned, if you like, with China and Russia? So look out for talks with Brazil, with India. Can they get them to be a bit more sympathetic, if you like, to the G7 view of how the world should approach Russia with regards to Ukraine? And then the third issue is China. And so can the G7 agree a form of words about their approach to China? There have been some disagreements. Macron is saying that he doesn't believe Europe should get involved in crises that are not ours. They were his words on a visit to China last month, whereas President Biden has made it very clear that the US is prepared to defend Taiwan against any sort of attack from China. So can the allies agree? Watch for language around de-risking strategy rather than decoupling from China. So look out for that. That will be big on this agenda.